I'm
charging
ready.
up the phone live. We are here. It is happening. Hello, world. You miss
Yay!
us? Ursula missed us.
Ursula did. Oh, she's here. Yay. I sent her a text earlier and I wasn't sure she could make it or not. I'm so glad. We've been a scheduling mess for the last couple weeks. No brag.
Very true. No brag.
No brag at
not brag.
all.
Yeah, right during NaNoWriMo, everyone's like, we really want to write. We're like, see you never.
We're like, sorry, canceling.
No.
But we are back for it's the last day of NaNoWriMo. If people are here finishing up, I would love to hear it. Or if you've already finished and you want to share your word count, I would love to hear that as well.
Yeah, I triple, double, exclamation point that request. So whilst people are coming or not coming because we're one of the most inconsistent groups in town, not to brag.
That's right. We're mysterious. You don't know when we're going to show up. We're going to change days on you and our times, and sometimes we're just not there.
Yeah. So keep up, everyone.
Kelsie, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say how has your writing been in the interim?
I was gonna ask you that.
Oh, stop it.
My writing's been terrible. Although I have actually been submitting some stuff. I have stuff that is sort of done, and I kind of submitted once, and then I was like, I'm just going to kind of keep submitting. So that's been good. At least it's getting something done.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think that's great. I think submitting is hard.
It's really hard. It's hard, to just, it's a lot of work as well, like finding the places and, looking them up and getting the information and be like, this is a good fit for me or it's not a good fit for me and, stuff like that. So, I've been glad that I've been able to do a couple of things. I'm actually going to work on a piece tonight that I'm hoping to submit as well.
Well,
yeah. What about you?
Yeah, not so good. I just been the last 2 weeks. I've been writing stuff for work if that counts, probably not. Snoozeville. But then I've just been writing like personal letters, which is something, but not, kind of the creative, it's like old school diarying of
do you write them in a voice of a Victorian ghost? Because if you're doing that, you're writing.
I feel like that is, I really should do that. I mean, I wrote like 2 pages about the spider on my porch, but if it really wasn't done ghostly enough. Mm-hmm. So solid note, Jen. Solid note.
Just change. That's all you need to change.
Okay. But yeah, I would like to, we wanted to do this project. I just feel like, life got crazy.
It did get crazy. It's, and I think it's about just getting back on the horse. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like that's just kind of how life works. It's like you work consistently for a while. It kind of falls apart for a little bit. You just have to move things aside and then come back to it and just keep coming back. Yeah.
So this is us back on the horse.
For sure.
Plump. That's how you ride a horse, right? Yeah. Well, let's do this. So we've got some prompts here now. I think are we sticking to our tradition 5, 10, 15? Or are we mixing it up? What are we doing?
Let's just stick with the traditional for now.
Okay. Gotcha. Tell everybody how this works. I'll get the timer going. We're going to jump into it. Ursula, just so you know, is now just crushing this. Does she even need us? Look at this.
Fantastic, Ursula. Well done. You did that by the 23rd.
Amazing.
Good job. I know a lot of people try to get it done before Thanksgiving, which if you can, that's really smart because then you're just like, now I'd have to work, Yeah.
You can just celebrate with extra pie or whatever. Oh, nice.
You're like, I'm going to have 1 spoonful of pie for every word I wrote.
That's a delightful treat. Oh, Ursula, please tell us you did it. Amazing. Well, all right. I'll get the timer ready because we should. I should for sure write.
Yeah, I gotta write. I'm not gonna stare off into space like I normally do.
Promises. Yeah.
All right. So we are gonna do 3 writing sprints tonight: a 5-minute, a 10-minute, and a 15. We'll give you a prompt for each one. Our theme tonight is curtains. I know, which we came up many weeks ago, and you just take those prompts any way you want them. You can throw them out the door. You can use them. You can change them up, whatever you want to do. And we'll have a timer in the back as well.
Here it is. Boom.
Yay. 5 minutes. Okay. So here's your first prompt for the 5-minute sprint. It is Redecorate a room in your or your character's home. Redecorate a room in your or your character's home. 5 minutes.
Great. This will also be in the description box below if you come in late. And your marks get set. Right. Okay, we did it. We're officially back on the
Yay!
horn. How did it feel? Your 5 minutes.
It was really nice. I felt like I actually focused and got something done. I lost my prompts page. Finding it right now. There we go. Yeah, it was good. You know, there's a scene I was working on, and the woman's like laying on the hallway floor, and she's looking up and to like she had painted this hallway the summer before and stenciled it and was very proud of it. And then she started to notice like all the things wrong with it as she was like sort of laying there after she had had this sort of accident and stuff. So I was kind of like mentally redecorating it in her head.
Yeah, as she's kind of trapped on the floor.
Yeah.
Nice. So we were able to focus. She's kind of free wrote. Something came. Yeah. Were you working on this before? You said you were working on a story or just kind of playing around?
I have a short piece right now, which I'm sort of deciding if I should leave it as it is or make it longer. So I was like, let's play around with it and see if it, stretches anywhere.
Yeah. Ursula's got some good sprint in here. I wonder if Ursula, if you're just like in the sprinting zone, or do you find that like you need a breather now, or are you just? I'm sure you can just crank out words now. You just like,
like once you get that muscle going, like you're just like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's great.
Nice.
What about you, Kelsie?
Oh yeah. Just a quick scene. I had a woman staring at a blank wall, holding onto branches and a hammer, and that's as far as I got.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know.
Lady's about to do something.
Creating a space. I mean, the only like clue I guess that I allowed myself to find really, besides just like the description, was she rubbed the hammer with her thumb. I was trying to describe this, but I didn't describe that very well. A nervous habit, always twitching and moving. Another reason she's now alone. I don't know what that means, but
hey, tell her no shame. I am also always twitching and moving.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just very itchy.
Sometimes you are very itchy.
Your skin is just like crawling all the time.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Man. What do we got from Ursula? I'm on it until tonight, and then a breather. Oh, gotcha.
Nice. Yeah, good job. Take a breather for sure. Yeah, you gotta take a little break.
Well, we'll give you a 10-minute and a 15-minute, Ursula, and then
that's right. Then relaxation time.
Shall we do the next?
Let's do it.
Okay, all right. I'll set up the timer here.
Here we go. Okay, guys, this is going to be a 10-minute. And here we go. Trapped in quarantine, your character spends the day watching neighbors from the window. What do they see? This is very...
this Jen's life.
Yeah, this is... I mean, I wish I had time to stare out the window all day at people. That would be amazing. It's very Rear Window. Okay, I'll say one more time. Trapped in quarantine, your character spends the day watching neighbors from their window. What do they see?
On your box, get set. Right. Okay. Triumphant news. We made
Yay!
it. How are you finding this challenging since we haven't done it in a while, or not so much?
You know what? I decided I was going to just kind of free write for the first one and then do some editing stuff for the second one.
Smart.
So I didn't actually do the prompts. Yeah, I have the piece, and yeah, I said before, I'm trying to decide if I should elongate it. So I'm going back and looking at earlier versions of it and just kind of seeing what I can do with it. So yeah, I think I'm going to.
So did you have a plan coming into this prompt, into this meeting today? Smart.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, I'll use this time to kind of see where this is going, and see if I can put, at least get myself motivated towards it again. It's about all you can hope for.
Well,
Keep your goals real
Ursula,
small.
especially since, you're doing the nano situation. When do you decide to go and edit that massive amount? I'm always curious people's editing. I think it's great, Jen, to make okay, focus up on this little thing for 10 minutes. Like the editing plan always really fascinates me just because my material is not so dense.
Yeah, the editing is crazy. So I know that I did my first novel was my only full length novel was from NaNoWriMo. And so I wrote the first draft in NaNoWriMo many, many years ago. And I remember I finished is it 40,000 words? I can't even remember now. Yeah, 50,000, whatever the word count is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for Nano. So I finished that. And then I remember saying okay, if I did this, I can just do it again and do it for, you know what I mean? Just, and I think I set myself 2 months to finish finish the whole thing. And then I went back and I just started, God, I don't even remember. I think I just started putting it together. But it took me a long time. I didn't really know. I've gotten a lot more information about revision now. Abby Jeannie has something really great. I'll see if I can find the video. She teaches one of the novel in a year courses for us at Story Studio, where she talks about you're either in draft mode or revision mode or editing mode or rewrite mode or something. And then you stay in your lane. So if you're in the first draft, you don't edit. If you're editing, you don't start writing a new draft. If you're doing revision, if you're putting the story together, you don't edit, and it's and that was one of the most helpful things I'd ever heard, because I'm all over the place when I edit. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm creating new scenes. I'm super editing. It's you have to figure out which section you're in and then just stay in that section. You can always go to another section. You can come back later, but when you're working on something, you just choose one.
So it helps with the focus for you.
I think so. I was that might be the missing link for me of where I was really struggling and getting, because I would just get lost in it after a while. I struggle where I get stuck editing or revising basically, and then I just write a new scene, and I'll write the same scene 7 times.
So is it are you learning something as you write it? Is it the process that helps you? No, it's not.
No, it's just I'm getting out of my lane. I'm in my head, I'm oh, I'll fix this by just rewriting it. But it's no, you're going back to a first draft. You have to sit and revise it. Or you get it where it needs to be and then move on from it. Let it go now and come back to it later to super edit it. But just stay in one lane. So it's I think what I was doing is I was trying to super edit it when I was revising, and I couldn't do it. So then I would just go back to the first draft and just rewrite the whole thing, which is not good.
Gotcha. So you're a lot of recycling through. Mm-hmm. Wow. I wonder how many, if you could actually figure out how many rewrites you officially did if you kept rewriting.
Oh, stupid. And then it's okay to do it that way. I think if you have clarity from it, but for me, I would get so muddled that I would just I was abandoning stuff. So now I'm okay, you're just revising. So only revise right now. Just focus on putting the story together the way that you want the story to go. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to fix all the sentences, and then if you need to write something new and be today is a draft day. And then if you're all done, then start to edit. So yeah.
That's pretty good advice.
I think it's really good advice. I have not had the time to really work with it yet, but as much as I want to, but I'm I'm hopeful that this is going to be a big change for me.
And that can be, useful for anything that you're writing, really. Like, let's say you're not writing a whole gigantic novel. It can help you with any rewrite.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm doing a short piece right now, so I'm going to see if it'll work for that, to just focus on just the revising part, putting the story together the way I want it to go, and then go back and do the next stage.
Nice. Well, for this next 15 minutes, are you going to continue to, which lane will you stay in?
I'm going to still revise. I'm
Okay.
pulling out new sections to see like what I can add to it. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get the timer
do it.
ready.
I will. Hold on 1 second. Pull up the prompts. 16. Sorry. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be the 15-minute one, and here we go. During an opera, the music suddenly stops, a scream is heard, and the curtain drops. What happens next?
What?
I know. During the opera, the music suddenly stops, a scream is heard, and the curtain drops. What happens next?
On your marks, get set, write, or revise. Okay.
Nice.
Did it. 15 minutes
Yay.
on the clockaroo. Let me just finish this sentence here. Success, focused, we're back. Do you feel like we're in the zone once again?
Yeah, it was really nice. It was nice to just kind of take some time and like, focus on the writing work.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I think we did it. I know. Whoa, we took a little break. Ursula, congratulations again. I'm so glad that you, messaged us. You were concerned. You also just kept on writing. I'm very, without sound like too cliche, I'm very proud of you.
I know, you did such a good job. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I'm glad you finished.
So the plan is obviously to be back on Monday, but hopefully if anything changes, we'll let everybody know. But that's the plan. The plan is riding that horse. Yes. Stay on the Mondays.
Stay on the Mondays.
And here's the other thing. We can celebrate almost the end of the year in a couple weeks. How exciting will that be?
That's true. Mm-hmm. It is really close. It feels so never ending that I didn't ever see my way out of it.
Very soon. I'm looking at the calendar over here and so close. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it. Well, you're awesome too, Ursula. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm glad that we focused up. I'm glad that we're back. I'm excited to keep writing again where it's something I need my creative brain. I'm definitely in like structure work mode and would like to get creative. Yeah. Awesome. Well, toodaloo. Bye. Oh my gosh.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
I forgot to ask about your advice on something. Hi. Can't even believe it. Usually you give us a piece of wisdom. Take your wave back. Okay.
I have some wisdom. Here we go. Wave is back. Gingerbread cookies, when you make them, smell disgusting. And they taste
classic advice.
There you go. It's like molasses and vinegar in there, and it smells really gross. And I was like, these are going to be terrible.
Push past the smell.
So there you go. Just push past the smell. That's
not everything.
For everything. Not everything.
Okay, bye.